Alright folks, here we have it. We've got Star Wars Battlefront by DICE. This is the open beta, which allows 20 on 20 in the largest of the two multiplayer maps and game modes. So let's take a look at what we have here. So we have multiplayer, so where you can click in, you can see all the different types of game types. We have Drop Zone in the demo, or the beta, and Walker Assault. So Drop Zone is very much like Capture the Flag. You're going to run towards a objective, you're both going to fight over the objective, and whoever has the most objectives at the end of the match wins. And Walker Assault is going to be very similar to the Rush game mode from Battlefield 4, where you're going to have a couple of different objectives that you're going to go and try and take control over and defend those specific locations if the enemy is capable of taking over that for a certain period of time. Then you'll get pushed back in the map, and AT-ATs are in this, which is really cool. And this also has the ability to have what is called hero mode. If you see this icon while you're running around the map and you gather it, you use the 4 button or your 4 option, and you either get to become Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, depending on which faction you are, the Empire or the Rebels. So let's go ahead and skip out, and then under missions we're going to have some training, some battles, and survival. So in the demo, the beta, we have the Tatooine survival game, which is essentially just that. You've got a series of waves of attackers that are going to come after you. I don't know much about the other survivals, but I'm assuming they're going to be very, very similar, where it's just going to be multiple waves of the opposite faction or enemy coming after you. But let's take a look at the game and the options in here. So collections, so these are the different things that you're going to unlock through the game. You're going to, as you go through the game, earn credits based on your performance in match. With those credits, you'll be able to purchase what are known as cards. Right now you can see I've got these 5 cards of the 7 unlocked in the beta right now. And then what you do is you create a play hand with those cards, right? So depending on the mission that you're going to play or your game style, you'll be able to select 3 of the cards that you have available and build out a specific set of capabilities. So I've got a sniper rifle, a jump pack, and an ion shot. Ion shot is to basically charge your weapon with an ion blaster that is, very good against fighting against shields and droids and vehicles and such, as opposed to other, human characters. So we'll be able to build out those cards as you go through, and let's see, let's go back in there. Then we have blasters. So as you go through, you'll be able to purchase blasters with credits as well. So you have different guns, and you can see there's different rates of fire, different damage, different cooling power. You never run out of ammo with the weapons in this game. However, they will overheat. So you can fire full auto. If you hold full auto too long, it overheats. It has to cool down, aka just like reloading. So and then the third thing that we'll have the ability to do is collect different appearances and obviously customize the look of your character in-game. Diorama is not available in the beta, but I believe we're going to be able to go out there and actually collect all the different types of figurines and create a Star Wars looking diorama. We'll have stats in-game, so we'll be able to see how you're doing, just like all the other Battlefield games, see what's happening with your character, headshots, kills, wins, losses, so on and so forth. And then we have settings. So we've got our typical control, key bindings, got everything that you'll need to customize here. Then if we go back out, we have gameplay, so we can mess with the cameras, the heads-up display, any of those additional settings. You have video quality. I am currently running 1080p, and I am running on the ultra settings of the game. I went ahead and defaulted directly to ultra. I think this is very cool, an option for colorblind profiles. So if you are red-green color blindness, you can select that for the game. Red-green, these are both red-green apparently, and then this one's blue-yellow. So I thought that was actually pretty sweet. You have the ability to adjust, and then you've got screen brightness. Audio, master volume, surround, 2-channel, 5.1, and then a couple of different dynamic ranges depending on the type of speaker system that you have for optimized performance, and then account settings. So that is all of the options. Let's go in and take a look at the mission so that we can take a look at the graphics in the game. We're going to do the survival mission. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it on normal here. We have single player or partner co-op, so if you do have friends that are online, you can play this with a partner and you can kind of team up to go after your objective. Let's jump into the single player and take a look around Tatooine, and it's The graphics in this game are actually beautiful. They've used this new technology where they're taking digital photos and they are actually imposing and making 3D objects out of those photos. So we get some very realistic looking graphics. So as we kick into the game, get a little intro cut sequence. As you can see, the graphics are absolutely phenomenal. The world graphics are, you know, the physics engine and those photorealistic graphics are just amazing. Alright, so the Empire's landed. We're out on our own. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm playing this solo, so I don't have anybody with me. You can see my card hand in the lower right, so I've got some grenades, I've got a jetpack, and then I've got an ion blaster. So Admiral Akbar tells me that I've got to move forward. Wave 1 is getting ready to start, so I'm going to slowly just advance my character up through this channel and keep my eye out for some stormtroopers. That jetpack and shoot up over the top. So they're getting fired upon. And let's take a look and see where they're coming from. Oh, there's somebody. So as you can see, the physics model is awesome. I mean, DICE is known for amazing physics there. I've got my weapon overheated, so I had to reload it, or had it cooled down. Alright, so wave 1 is done. Move through. You can see the 2 hearts at the top of your screen on the left. Those are your lives, so in case you lose the match or if you die, you can use an extra life. And then I've got 5 enemies, I've got a tick down, and I'm on wave 2 as of right now. So let's go up here to this elevated position, see what we can see. I'm looking for dudes with red, and they're going to be carrying heavy weaponry. There's a bunch of them down there. Oh, hey now, coming up from the sides. Some headshots.
Push them off for now.
Alright, next thing is they're going to drop a pod down to me.
The drop pod we just sent you.
Let's see. Fire a drop pod down on the other side. So, there is the single player survival mode. Didn't complete the whole thing, take a little bit too long. So let's go ahead and go back and let's go into multiplayer. Alright, so let's take a look at the Walker Assault multiplayer. So we are the rebels in this one. We need to defend these uplink stations and keep them from falling into the Imperial hands. And if we can do that, we can basically keep these walkers away from us. So I'm going to come over here and try and upload this uplink. Not upload, but start it.
You've activated the uplink.
There we go. Jump. Hopefully they've got my back and they're defending me. Boom. Alright, we got that. So, oh, hey now. Dead. Turn my game volume down here a little bit. Alright, so name of the game is Activate the Uplinks and Defend Them. In this game you have lots of very cool vehicles. You can get into AT-STs, which just shot me dead. You can get into TIE fighters, A-Wing fighters, X-Wing fighters. Can't do the Y-Wing fighters. And you can get into the AT-ATs as well, which is a lot of fun. So this is just like this giant campaign battle. It's very, very similar to the Rush game from Battlefield 4. I'm going to go ahead and pick my sniper rifle. Oh, he moved at the last second. But, so you got these TIE fighters that are flying around. I'm going to jump into an X-Wing and see what we can do. So I'll grab this icon, hit the number 4, calls in an X-Wing, get this little cut sequence. Now I'm in an X-Wing. So, let's see if we can't take out that TIE. Hold down the right mouse button to lock on, and it'll automatically lock the guns for you. Slow down. Where'd he go? I lost him. There he is. Speed back up, and boom, hit him a couple of times. Not doing a heck of a lot of damage. Kind of hurt that guy. And obviously you can come in and attack the AT-ATs, or whoop, you just don't want to run into the AT-ATs. I've been shot multiple times by the aircraft, but they move pretty quick. You can slow them down. You just gotta, very difficult with a keyboard and mouse. Is something you definitely want a controller for, I feel. I'm gonna change the ion, see if I can mess this little ATST up and get out of the way because he's about to shoot me. Let's see, go over here. Let's get in this turret and see what we can do.
Walker targeted by our wiring.
Much. There he is. Got him. Perfect. Sweet. Alright, let's get out of this. Whoop, I just saw another dude I want. Let's go after these guys over here. Overheated. Got that dude. Love the sound effects when it overheats.
We have activated an uplink station. Prepare for enemy attack.
Alright, I need to knock my sensitivity down.
Our bomber has a lock on the Walker.
It's great. I mean, there's just so much going on. It's definitely fast-paced. You're not going to get bored. I'm seriously looking forward to what other games they make available once the game comes out next month. Oop, hey, look at we got another ATST. See if we can't inflict a little damage on this bad boy. He sees me. He's not hitting me yet. Come on, reboot. Cool down. Cool down. I think I got him. I hear Luke Skywalker. When you hear that Rebel sound of that Star Wars theme, that means Luke Skywalker. There he goes. You're toast, buddy. Got him. Shift started. We got this nice little jump sequence, or intro sequence. Basically, we're going to look for escape pods. We're going to go activate them. We're going to defend them, and then keep control of them and try and get as many of these pods, capture the flag as possible before the other team. Whoever gets the most wins in the allotted time. And as you can see, the graphics are absolutely insane. I'm going to go ahead and skip this. We're going to go ahead and get into the game and take a look at a little bit of gameplay. So here we have it. I'm not going to focus too much on actual gameplay because I want to show the game. But essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to run up and you're going to see these little icons right here. If you look at my number 2 card in the lower right hand corner, that's going to add a charge. It went from 2 to 3, so now I have 3 ion charges to use. And let's see, we'll take a look at the game. I'm going to go ahead and take my sniper rifle here. And whoop, I'm getting attacked. So you can see the game, this is a very fast-paced game. This reminds me a lot of I can't recall the types of battles they were in Battlefield, but it was one of the add-ons to Battlefield 4. But it's really fast-paced. Map is not super large. It's got a decent amount of area in it, but it's not as big as like a Conquest or that Hoth map that we were looking at a minute ago. So let's go ahead and shoot over here, and let's run around and see what we can do as far as getting into a gunfight here. There we go.
The escape pod is under our control.
You can see your life is down in the middle. You don't have to worry about reloading with the game. What you do have to worry about is your gun overheating.
Secure that area and the pod.
We can see a new pod right here. We'll run over here and I'm going to claim this bad boy. I'm going to hit the E button, activate it, get a few points. Alright, so it's ours. Now we got to defend it from the Empire. So let's see. Let's kind of move around. I am running on ultra graphics settings. Boom. Well, that was cool. Hey, look, there's Boba Fett. Interesting. Gotta love beta. Okay, so that's Drop Zone. Let's jump into Walker Assault. There's a little bit of gameplay from Battlefront. shaping up to be an awesome game. I'll be very curious. I want to get one of my buddies online and actually do this in a co-op mode. So just for your informational purposes, we'll take a look at the gaming rig. It's the same gaming rig that I've had for quite some time. It's an old Alienware XLS. We got 12 gigs of RAM. I don't remember my CPU. I'm overclocking to about 3.2 gigahertz. I do believe it's a 2.8 gigahertz i5. It is a Series 2 Gen 2 i5 proc. It might even be a Gen 1 i5 proc, but I am running a GeForce GTX 780 classified graphics card, which is truly helping me with my system. So there you have it. It is it's a 930 2.8 that's overclocked to 3.2, 12 gigs of RAM, 1080p 1920 by 1080, and I am running that GTX 780. So there you have it. I am running optimized on ultra graphics and having a blast. Looking forward to getting some more game time in. Once again, thanks for watching the video. As always, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you have any other questions, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.